What up, YouTube? So let's kick it for another spin-off video here. Um, yeah, so today is gonna be talking about US30. And a lot of people have approached me and asked, how do you trade US30? And I was like, I could have swore I made a video on that, but let's go back in here and I want to hop in here and show you guys. The first part I will show you guys is this worksheet. I've given this out to my Telegram paid group. Now, it's just a worksheet for those that actually want to use this as a reference of how much money you can make trading US30. Now, this is on Hugo's Way. Now, I know most brokers have the same payouts as Hugo's Way, but I'm using Hugo's Way on funding talent. So I'll just run through like uh, yeah, I'll talk about all the numbers here. So like I base off of points because if you look at US30 right now, so let me go back. Um, yeah, my bad. So I'm gonna stop sharing this, and I'm gonna share the chart here. I'm gonna share US30 chart. So the chart's right here, right? So yeah, people still trying to talk to me right now. Man, isn't that crazy? So, anyways, now US30 is sitting at 32,907. And what I talk about points is that if it drops 100 points from here, it would be sitting at 32,808. And now you guys get what I'm talking about. So that's just a quick example. I'm gonna stop sharing this and I'm gonna share my document again with my document. Let's get it. So let's talk about my document again here. So basing on 100 points, right? So basing on 100 points, if you were to trade a point zero 0.01 micro lot, you'd be gaining $100, okay, in profit. I'm not talking about pips because that's not what I'm talking about, okay? Because the points is that's what I'm referring to, anyways. So now, if you were to trade, a point zero 0.05, right? A point zero 0.05, then you'd be making $500, right? And then if you were trading a point 0.10 mini lot, it'd be $1,000 for every 100 points it drops. Okay, so you guys get my drift here, right? Usually for me, I'm in the point 0.5 and the 0.75 range, and I'm shooting for up to 3 to 400 points because that's how much US30 actually moves within the price range that I'm looking at during the day, which is New York sessions. I don't know how much it really moves during London because I'm asleep at that time, so I can't give you guys an answer on that unless the only way to know is to back test the charts and look at how much of a range that it moves. But during New York sessions is the best time to trade US30 anyways because it's Wall Street. Wall Street happens a lot and there's so much volatility at the New York Stock Exchange, right? When they're open from 8 a.m. Eastern time up until 5 a.m. oh no, not 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Eastern time. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. Man, what the heck's wrong with me here? So, but you guys get my drift here. So, can you trade standard lots? Yes, you can. Now, for me, the reason why I have it set here that I can only play with 30,000 max loss is because I'm trading a 300K aggressive account. If you were to trade a 3 lot and you were to lose and it only moved 100 points, you're losing 30K. The highest lot size that I've traded is a 2 lot and I've gained what was it, like third, no, almost 50K, but I've lost 50K, if you guys get what I'm saying, okay? So it can go both ways. Yeah, it's cool when you're making that kind of money, and it's not so cool when you're losing that kind of money, okay? But the reason why I'm talking about this payout is because you can scale the account very, very fast trading US30 than trading gold. If you look at the payout from a point zero 0.01 micro lot and you compare it to gold, if you were to just gain, like I said, I believe if you were just to gain, if we were talking about difference, US30 from what I'm comparing to gold is that this thing pays 10 times more than gold, the way I'm doing the math here. Okay, so that's a multiplier effect with the amount of on the contract size that the brokers are willing to pay you out. You just gotta be careful how much you're gonna leverage and how much you can margin off the account if you are gonna go and try and scale the account really, really high. So I'm not gonna talk too much in detail about this document. Like I said, I just want to run through here, and like I said, there's more on here. It's crazy with the amount of money you can make, especially with 1,000 points. Okay, when US30 had that big drop last year when they announced COVID, oh my gosh, that is huge, huge money. Obviously, at that time, I wasn't really interested in trading US30 at that time. So obviously, I missed out. But now, man, you can't go wrong trading US30 right now if you want to scale the account. So if anybody wants this document, it's free. Like I said, obviously, I have it based on Hugo's way, but most brokers have the same contract size payout as Hugo's Way. Now, LKDFX doesn't have the same payout as that. What else? Traders Way doesn't have indices. I'm not for sure about LMFX. I haven't traded indices on LMFX. FX Choice does. Eagle FX has the same payout as Hugo's Way. KOT Forex does. What else? Most brokers, to be honest, like most brokers have the same payout as what I'm describing here, based on whether it's a micro lot, mini lot, or a standard lot, and based on the 100 points. Okay, but let's go back here. Oh, stop sharing. Let's go back and talk to the screen here. So how I do it? Okay, I like looking at the 15-minute chart. Now, if you want a much more serious scalping setup, then it would be on the 5 minute. And the reason why the 5 minute is crucial is because you're just trying to capture 50 to 100 points max. Now, now the biggest thing is that people look at this 5 minute chart, 5 minute time frame. They're like, "Oh my gosh, it's dropping so much. I'm just gonna hold it." Well, then that means then what's the point of looking at the 5 minute chart, right? If you look at the 5 minute chart, you can see the drop here, and they dropped, I'd say almost 300 points. This was like right around 1:30 p.m. Central Time for me, so it'd be like 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time when this drop happened here, and around 2 o'clock is when this major thing happened. And this was like the last 2 hours of New York sessions. So it's pretty crazy to see this setup here at the last 2 hours, because normally you don't really see a whole lot going on at the last 2 hours in New York because it's so slow. But US30 just ended up going down pretty hard. And this is a pretty good move to capture and to make a lot of money off of, especially if you were trading mini lots, or if you were trading one standard on this. If you were to catch this on this second draw at 33.2, and you caught it all the way down here to 32,860, let's do the math. That's like 340 points. Yeah. So you did one standard, that's $30,400 in profit that you would have made. So that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. If you did one standard. Now, if you didn't do one standard, you did, you did a .01 micro lot, that's still $340, you know? So think about that. That's crazy, right? You could make $340 on this move down here with a 340 point drop, or you can make 33,400 on a one standard lot sell. Crazy. So now I'm going to get a bunch of questions, and people are probably going to be like, well, what about the 1 minute chart? Well, guess what? I'm not looking at the 1 minute chart. I wouldn't even look at the 1 minute chart for US30, really. The 5 minute chart is by far a really good setup for scalping US30 when the opportunity arises. And it's very I don't want to say like you're gonna like capture 400 points at a time. You should always try and shoot for at least you know, for me personally, I try to shoot for the max 100 points when I'm scalping. But but for me personally, I'm okay with 30 to 40 points range. Okay. And it's not hard to capture 30 to 40 points if you're scalping. Okay. So I don't know. Some people don't really have a range they're shooting for. So what they do is they just want to just capture the most amount of money. That's not the way of scalping. If your goal is to capture the most amount of money in scalping, you're gonna have to find an opportunity to hold those trades and capture a trend, if you get what I'm saying. And so some people, I need to put this. I'm getting a lot of messages right now. Some people don't understand, right? Some people don't understand that uh if they seriously want to capture the most amount of money, it would be stacking and swinging on a trend, because you can hold out those trades and multiply, right? As you're stacking more and more positions on the trend, and then you're going to be multiplying the profits that you're making. So that's another thing. But I'm not talking, that's not what I'm talking about in this video. So other than that, um this is going to be on YouTube, but the one for my paid members, there's gonna be a separate video, because I'm actually gonna show them all the profits that was made and all the losses that were made too. So other than that, that's it, guys. Peace.